This video is jam-packed with warplanes, AC-130, shooting down mobs with heavy machinery, defying death with helicopters, and much more. Welcome guys, I must say this is probably one of the best mods for Minecraft out right now. It features a wide assortment of different types of helicopters, planes, and anti-aircraft turrets that are fully functional and can wreak havoc in your world. This is episode 1081 of Minecraft Mods, and we're gonna have a blast reviewing this mod. So take a look at this. I'm currently inside my Kirov. I pimped it out by placing a few trees, lights, and a couple of exotic animals set free to roam, as well as my secret lair and an airstrip for planes to take off inside the Kirov. How awesome is that? I'm using this machine gun called the Vulcan to exterminate the elephants and ostriches in place of setting up my runway for this expensive jet I have behind me. And I'm not making this up, this is definitely one of the biggest and best mods I've ever seen in Minecraft. I'm not sure if this was goddamn in the works for millions of years, but this by far is one of my favorite mods I've ever reviewed and ever played with. Take a look at how realistic the cockpit of this jet opens up very nicely. Let's go inside now, and it closes, and let's go full throttle and let's get out of here. So here we go. We're going pretty fast, going through my very nicely constructed Kirov. We've got lifts off here, and here's the hole. We're going to escape through the gaping hole, and we are out, ladies and gentlemen. We are outside of the Kirov, and we're going to set for land on my sand island, which is just here. We're going to nose dive right down. Oh, Jesus Christ, I should never be a pilot. Here we go. We're nose diving down, and here is all the epic aircraft you can have. Now, this is not all of it. This is just some of it, I should say. And we're going to be testing each and every single one of these crazy critters and see what this mod has to offer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump out of this plane and say bon voyage. There we go. Goodbye, sweet plane. It's going to have a fun time. It's going on a slight angle there. Well, we wish that plane good luck, and let's get on with the mod review. Helicopters are helicopters. We've all seen them. They go up and down and all around. The helicopters in MCHeli can take a few minutes to master the controls of. The throttle will simply accelerate you whatever direction the rotors are facing. So if you keep the controls level, you'll just go straight up. Push your mouse up and the controls will tilt the nose down and you'll move forward. Once you get the hang of it, controlling them is very natural and you'll easily get all around your world. Some helicopters can land on water and will float. Helicopters can also take assorted amounts of passengers, including extra gunners to help fight off any enemy targets. Planes need a bit of space to take off. The throttle will slowly speed you up, and once fast enough, tilt your nose up to take off. The nose, just like in a helicopter, is controlled with the mouse. Some planes, just like helicopters, can land on water and will float. Most planes have multiple seats. For example, the creme de la creme plane is called the Osprey. For an example, the Osprey can seat up to 14 people. This mod is server compatible, so you can have 14 friends sitting in the back while you control the airplane. How crazy is that? For all those COD fans who are screaming VTOL warship inbound, yes, the Osprey is the same ship as the VTOL in the Call of Duty franchise. Possibly one of the most amazing things about this mod is the UAV. Place down a UAV station and pick up a UAV enabled vehicle. For example, the MQ-9 Reaper is a good choice. When you right click the UAV station, your character will sit down and a GUI will appear. The GUI is a single inventory slot and a set of coordinates. Set the coordinates to where you want the vehicle to spawn. I recommend somewhere on the ground, as they start with their throttle 0. Once you're ready, place the UAV's item in the slot and you'll switch to the controlling of the UAV. There are both plane and helicopter UAVs. Most are quite standard size, and there are also a few RC toyed versions of these critters. Some can even take passengers. Now, if you're wondering what a UAV stands for, it means Unmanned Aerial Vehicle. The UAV does have a limited range. You should remember you are not actually in the UAV, you're sitting at the station. If someone sees you at the station, they can kill you. As you can see, this zombie killed me. Or where you sit. Even things like sound are relative to the player, not the drone. It's incredibly realistic. So if you go out of range, you'll simply lose connection, your RC will sort of stop flying, or your UAV will stop flying, and you'll be brought back to your UAV station, and you lose control, you've lost your toy. How realistic is that? That's crazy. Another beautiful aspect of this mod is the chain system. You can chain any non-living entity, for example a minecart, to a helicopter. When flying that helicopter, the chained item will hang below, and it can be dropped by pressing a key at any time. Included is a container, which is a 54 slot chest which can be carried by a helicopter, great for server role-playing, deliveries and airdrops. The parachute is a single-use item, and I'm sure you can guess what it does. Right click it in your hand and it will deploy a parachute to guide you safely and slowly to the ground. Great as a quick escape if somehow it is locked on with a Stinger missile. And yes, I did say Stinger. The Stinger missile is the only ground control weapon which the player directly hold. It is the only weapon that can actually consume ammunition, and it can lock onto any vehicle in flight and does a fair amount of damage on impact. However, weapons don't end there. Most military aircraft can be equipped with all sorts of assortments of machine guns, missiles, bombs and even torpedoes. The only downside of these are none of them consume ammunition. There is a configuration option to disable explosive damage. I highly recommend that if you're running a server with this mod you do that, because all mayhem will be let loose if you don't do that. But still, the weapons go on. The Stinger bores you, the flying and shooting isn't your style, why not try the many assortments of turrets? There's plenty, from small mounted machine guns right up to the mammoth titan bazooka bombs that I'll be destroying my Kirov with. Now I know some of you are wondering what happened to all the crafting recipes. Well, there actually are crafting recipes for every single model aeroplane there are in this mod, but it is very tedious and time consuming to actually do the crafting recipes, and if you're into that, good for you, you can do that. But I highly recommend you install too many items so you can easily spawn all them easy stuff, all them airplanes, all the ammunition in, and put it in creative mode, because sometimes you're maybe missing a fuel tank or some ammunition and the plane won't start and it causes all sorts of havoc. So the best way to use this mod is in creative mode and with too many items. With that being said, take a look at this Enderman that I'm about to shoot using this mammoth cannon. It's got 3 rounds and it takes 30 seconds to reload. So those are my 3 explosions, and there goes the Enderman straight into the pool of abyss, and that's it. Now, like I said in the beginning of this video, this is the best mod I have ever installed for Minecraft, period. It just blew me away how amazing these designs, models and functionality of this mod is, and how they work. It's simply amazing. I'm currently in an AC-130 plowing down and I struck disaster. But another thing that I want to mention that this mod does is that it doesn't really collide with blocks. It sort of lets you slide, grease past, so it doesn't create any sort of, doesn't crash. The plane doesn't crash, and if you nose plan it straight into the ground, it will crash. But if you sort of graze and block or something, it doesn't explode and you don't have to sort of restart the whole flying experience. It nicely sort of slides you off, and that's something I really like. And here's the classical AC-130 flares going off, very nicely done with this mod. You can see, whoa, how enormous this plane is. It's gigantic. This mod is gigantic. I highly recommend everyone download this mod, and I'll give this mod a 10 out of 10 Fruit Loops. It's been the most awesomest mod I've ever played in Minecraft. I don't know if I'll ever be able to top it off with a mod like this. It is simply spectacular. I'm lost for words. It is amazing. I highly recommend you install it. It's very easy to install. It's currently running on 1.6.2. Actually, no, it's not 1.7.2, I should say. And with all that said, this has been the greatest mod review I've ever done. It is absolutely amazing. 10 out of 10. A must install if you love Minecraft mods. And that's it from me. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. Check out my social media links. I started a new Instagram. And that's it for me. Thank you, and have a nice day.